Hey guys, you're watching Soundwaves TV. Chasta here with a dear friend of mine. He's back, you guys.
Hello.
He's back. Shannon from the Stone Foxes. And you, my friend, are our lucky charm.
Oh, a Lucky Charm.
You really
My mom
are.
never let me have Lucky Charms.
Oh, she didn't?
Too much sugar.
Too much sugar. I'm that mom. And I worry that Cody is going to grow up thinking like I'm lame because everyone thinks I'm lame that I don't give him sugar.
No, feed him kale and grape nuts.
I do.
And you'll be good.
Grape nuts. We used to have those as a kid. I actually like them.
Yeah. My dad would shovel them, and he'd have one on his cheek and one on his forehead.
That's a look.
It was a little
They're
much.
like little pebbles.
Yeah.
As you can tell, Shannon and I are actually friends. We have a lot of conversations where I'm like, God, I wish, it's probably better that we don't, but I wish we had a microphone in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Probably better that we don't.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So I've been a fan of the Stone Foxes forever, long before I knew you. And you guys are kicking ass.
Thanks.
And taking names. Just released a new EP, the Gold EP, with a golden burger on it.
Yeah.
Can we tell the story of what the golden
that's
burger
all
is?
about?
Yeah, what it's all about.
So the song Gold
Yeah.
is about a lot of what San Francisco is, this blend of an artist striving to make something golden.
Right.
And then a lot of people just looking to accumulate and a lot of wealth. And so I wanted to think of an object that would personify that idea.
Ooh.
The idea that power kind of glistens, but it's really corrupt and not...
And junky.
Yeah. And
That's
And my
good.
girlfriend Shannon was like, how about a burger?
It's brilliant.
And I was like, let's do it.
Yeah,
so
Shayna.
We got some sparkly glitter paint.
Like spray paint? Did
And
you
we
spray
bought
paint
a
it?
bunch of burgers and we spray painted all of them, and then we did this shot, and my brother does all of our art.
Right.
And he did the gold with the ketchup just right.
Yes.
And he wrote that on a plate. And so there's been a disgusting hamburger on all of our stuff lately, and I love it.
I love that analogy, though. That's actually, that's deep, which I'm not surprised coming
Very
from you.
Yeah, no,
You pay attention to what matters. You pay attention to politics. You and I have conversations
Yeah,
about that often. And,
for sure.
And I think that's a great sort of double entendre, like looking at that in a certain way.
yeah, and that's what the EP
whole thing
is
is
really about.
Right.
There's some love songs in there because life isn't all politics and issues and things like
Right.
that. But a lot of where the songs came from was I was trying to get better at writing about myself. For a long time, I was no good at it, and I finally felt like I was tapping into it.
Yeah.
And then, the Charlottesville riot happened,
Right.
and all of these, hateful things are springing up out of the well of, the deep soul of America.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard to ignore.
You can't. Yeah.
Right.
If you really care about it like you do.
Well,
And as an
a lot of
artist-
us, everybody should.
Yeah. They should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you write what you care about.
Yeah.
you know?
And as an artist, I think you have a unique place in life. You have a platform where you can reach people in ways that maybe others can't. So it's cool that
Yeah.
you embrace it. Does it ever make you nervous to write about things like that?
No, because you can't worry about it.
Good.
And people also care.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one, and I know you're not the only one. Everybody's looking for a better life for everybody.
Right.
So I'm not afraid to say what I think because I know that I'm not alone.
Yeah. Well, and I think your opinions, generally are just good moral, good human values that you want your fan base to be in tune with. And for those
that's
who
sweet.
aren't, those aren't your people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so who cares? I think, seriously.
Yeah. We just want our shows and our music to embody a community.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. So when you come to a Stone Foxes show, it's a family event or like
Right.
there's tequila shots.
Right.
It's
As any
it's
good
that
family event has.
It's a quality family event.
Right.
I think you see
totally
what I'm
endorse
saying.
that. I do
Okay.
see what you're saying. Yeah. It's really cool that you guys have had so much success for so
thanks.
many years. You guys are going or have gone through a little bit of a transition.
Yeah.
For the positive, it seems. Things have
Yeah.
shifted a little bit. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, about the changes
Sure.
that have happened over the last year or so?
Yeah. So, my brother and I started the band a while ago
Yeah.
with a few other buddies, Aaron Morton, Avi, Vanoker, and, we've kind of gone through lots of different transitions and having different people.
Right.
But what's amazing is this family mentality has really stuck together. And so about a year ago, we were figuring out what we needed to do. And so I've kind of taken this thing as my baby, and my brother is still my writing partner, and he helped write on all the songs on the EP.
Right.
And a lot of the guys that are on the road with me also wrote that, and they wanted to come back and play too, because it's all a lot of love. So it's really cool. It feels like the family keeps growing.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a rebirth going on too, and I feel the musical freedom to do more. Like, I'm dancing in music videos.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just really
You
feel
have
the
it in
need.
you. Yes.
Yeah. So like my brother and I, we were out in Oakland, and we were practicing for Death of Me, one of the songs off of the new EP. We're like in Oakland, just dancing in our street clothes in the streets, and people are weaving around us, and like just these two dudes, doing moves like this, for no reason. But it's really cool to have that freedom,
Right.
to do something that, wherever I want to go, I can explore that. And then my brother says, no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
He kind of reels you back in.
He's the police, yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting change, because I would have always, like back in the day, I would have described you as like true rock and roll, like to its core, like in different elements of rock, but certainly rock and roll. Now it's like you're pushing yourself into sort of different, I don't know if you want to say genres. You just seem to be pushing outside of boxes, which I like, and
thanks.
exploring different things. Who's inspiring you right now? Like where's this coming from?
Well, I think it's a little bit of pop. And I think what I've kind of wanted to do is, we can't get rid of the guitar riff rock. Like,
Right.
that's part of who we grew up being, and
Yeah.
that's what's in our souls,
Yeah.
right? But what's also in there is loving the hooks from bands like Jungle,
Yes.
or listening to Childish Gambino and loving that hip-hop R&B stuff like Anderson .Paak and, those kinds of artists.
Yeah.
So melding those melodies and those sounds together with what we do, and kind of creating something that feels really fresh, and something that my brother and I are just really excited
And
to.
genuine and authentic to what
Totally.
is going on with you guys in your head.
And you always check
Yeah.
back in and say, like, does this feel like us?
Yeah.
Does this feel real?
Yeah.
And if it does, then you kick some
Then you
ass and
go.
keep going.
I love it. I love when people push past those boundaries, because I think with, some people just want to make the hit, right? So some things become formulaic, I think.
Sure.
And there's nothing worse to music than when you're just writing for like the money, or writing for the hit, or writing
Right.
for the radio, or whatever. Like, you can feel it. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
And when you're in those videos and you're dancing around to stuff you've made that's different, you can see it on you.
Oh.
That
That I like doing it?
you like doing it. You're having fun. You're enjoying yourself.
Do you want to learn a move real
I would
quick?
love.
Okay.
Can we do this?
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
on the Death
Gosh.
of Me, so
Yeah.
this is Spence's move that he's been doing at like family weddings and things for years.
Okay.
And so
This
we
truly
just-
is genuine.
Yeah, this
okay.
is like a family move.
All right.
So the song is, I sent her away on the old tarmac. Now I cry every night hoping she comes back. Right? So, but to that move, you kind of do, I sent her away on the old tarmac. Now I cry every night hoping she comes back. And then you do the hustle.
The hustle.
The hustle, which the fists are down.
Is it both
down
fists?
here. Yeah, our old tour manager Brian Adler used to do this when he felt good. So we borrowed that from him.
I love
so
it.
there's a lot of
That's
this,
fairly
and this.
easy.
Very easy.
And then the get down.
And then this.
And then the get down. I love that. You
Yeah.
see, you
It's
guys,
easy.
he's got the moves. It's easy.
And they're not really good moves at all. They're pretty bad, but it's really fun.
They're happy moves. They're genuine moves.
Happy, genuine moves.
They're coming from the soul, and they're a part of your family. So who knew?
That's true too.
Generational moves in Stone Foxes there. So speaking of moves on stage, I've said this before when we interviewed Shannon almost 2 years ago now, that he blows me away. Like he's like Mick Jagger on stage. And when I say that, I mean like the moves and the intensity and the energy, and you just come out like gunslinging, and it's crazy to see you like that. Because you're just so like, you're so sweet and sometimes demure, and you're just very like, I don't know, you're just very Shannon. And then you go on stage, you're like, brah! And it's like a totally different world.
Well, and we're all two different people, at least, I think.
That's true. Oh, yeah, at least.
At least.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, for me, that's where I get my aggression out, or the dark side, too. Like, I find that we're really getting into, some darker modes sometimes, and I'm loving it, and it's so much fun. And, but I'm also learning, like I'm very manic, but I'm trying to find, a place to be cool, to chill out, and that's important too. But yeah, it is a place where I get the aggression out, and I think everybody has that.
Of course,
or you have to have it.
And the good thing about art and music is you just have a place to get it out.
Right.
Yeah. That's good. Everybody needs to get it out.
Yeah. And therapy.
Yeah. Music is therapy.
Totally.
For a lot of us.
Yeah.
Do you do the Death of Me on stage?
No.
No, come on. Why not?
No.
Why not?
That's silly. That's way too silly. I can't.
But the audience needs to.
Oh,
right?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the audience needs to. We're catching you kind of mid-tour right now. How's everything going for you? You just had your show at the Independent. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going all over the West Coast.
It's our first, really long tour in about a year or so, because we put out the new music.
Yeah.
And we have a bunch of new music in the bag that we're working out right now.
Yeah.
A lot that's already recorded for the next record.
Okay.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So that's my brother and I in the studio all the time.
Yeah.
And that is fabulous.
I love that you write with your brother. I love that you guys have this. That's so great.
He's my best friend.
That's so cute. I love it.
Vince, who's our bass player, who is also one of my best friends, we go on little dates.
Yeah, man
get
dates.
Coffee.
Yeah.
He said that you can't be best friends with your brother, because he's already supposed to be your friend.
Oh.
And I think that that's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit, because I know a lot of people who don't get along with their siblings. Like, just because you have a sibling does not mean that you get along by any stretch of the imagination.
Totally.
So I love that you guys are that close, and we're super excited for everything you're doing.
Thanks.
I have to say, I appreciate that you are taking these issues and you're putting art with it and getting it out to the masses. We need every bit of love and inspiration that we can possibly get together right now.
Cool.
I think everybody would agree.
Well, I think we all should be doing that. And I think, anyway, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We won't go too hard on the politics, but everybody learn the moves. So when you see the Stone Foxes, you can get on down, all right? You're going to be seeing...
The Brian Adler Soundman Hustle. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I'll work on perfecting that.
You're doing very well.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's natural. It comes natural to me. What can I say? All right, you guys, we're going to play a video, the latest from the Stone Foxes. We'll be right back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I love you, babe.
Love you too.